Considering that these days it's physically possible to pay a visit to any place you want to, you might be surprised that there's places out there you'll never be allowed to step foot in. Reasons differ. Some places hold insane secrets, others are plagued by aliens, as it goes. And then there are some that are just really dangerous places that you're forbidden to visit for your own safety. So today, we'll take a look at a virtual tour of some of those forbidden spots. Here are 24 forbidden places that you can't visit. Hey guys, this is American Eye, but we're getting ready for an amazing video right here on Talltanic. Sit back, relax, and enjoy that video. Number 24, by invite only. And you're not on the guest list. The vault of Coca-Cola contains one of the most heavily guarded secrets of all time, the recipe for Coca-Cola. There are only a handful of people who have access to this vault, and they're not even allowed to tell you who they are. Number 23. If it was a snake, it would have bitten you. If an island is called Snake Island, surely that's enough to keep off people in the first place, right? But apparently not. They actually have to tell you that you're not welcome to this island in Brazil. It's home to some of the deadliest snakes in the world, like the golden lancehead viper. The only people allowed there are the few scientists occasionally, and there are only a few brave volunteers when that time comes. Number 22. Pack your bags and choose from a multitude of amazing places to explore, as long as you don't choose this one. Heard Island Volcano in Australia is a barren volcanic Antarctic island located about 2/3 between Madagascar and Antarctica. It's not so much that you're not allowed to go there, but it's more of a case of getting there that's the problem. It's one of the most remote places on Earth. It's home to 41 glaciers, penguins, seals, and birds, plus an active volcano. So there was really no major draw card here, so people are certainly not encouraged to make this treacherous journey. Number 21. Bon Voyage. Just off the southern coast of Ireland is a volcanic island called Surtsey. The island formed due to a volcanic eruption that lasted 4 years. Scientists are the only ones allowed to this island, as they want little outside interference to document how nature can take over the island. They did have one small hiccup when tomatoes began to grow rather unexpectedly, and that was caused by one of the scientists doing a number 2. Number 20. In case of an emergency. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault in Norway is a secure bank that holds a variety of seeds in case of a global or regional crisis. This vault is tucked away into the side of a mountain located on a remote island in the Svalbard archipelago, somewhere between Norway and the North Pole. At the moment, the vault is storing 1 million seeds, but it has the capacity to store up to 4.5 million. Number 19. Can you keep a secret? Seems like many can, because there's not too much information circulating about Bohemian Grove, a rural location based somewhere in California. But where that somewhere is, we can't tell you. It's said to be a private arts club in the Redwood Forest, and people like Richard Nixon and Herbert Hoover have all gone there before in secrecy. Some stories suggest that to this day, some of the most influential people in the world head over there for 2 weeks of every year and discuss whatever's important to discuss at that particular time. Number 18. The Buffer Zone. It was 1974 when Turkish troops invaded Cyprus, which resulted in intense fighting between the two. It ended in ceasefire, and the UN took control of a no-man's land in Nicosia. The zone has walls which separates the Turkish community in the north from the Greek community in the south. There are some civil use areas, but even those hardly see feet going through them at all. Number 17. In the know. Area 51 has been called Dreamland and Paradise Ranch, and it's what has happened there that people would love to know. The whole area is off limits to you and me, and many believe that the area is home to alien technology, and of course, aliens as well. Why else is there very little information about Area 51? The area is said to be a place to test aircraft and other items, and was kept secret for many years. The area around 51 has become known as the Extraterrestrial Highway, and is a popular tourist spot. Number 16. Seasoned Traveler. Even if that's you, Mezagori is certainly not a place you'd be putting on your bucket list. Located in the Republic of Bashkortostan in Russia, near Mount Kamatau, this little military town has the power to grant access or deny visitors. Speculations run high as to what is taking place in that little town, but unless you're allowed in, you'll never know. Number 15. Access denied. The secret archives are a secret, and that's how they want it to remain. The Vatican secret archives are where you'll find important papers, accounts, and correspondence, and some of these papers are century years old. This area has been locked up since 1881. Pope Leo XIII was the first person to actually allow certain individuals to enter, and they are generally high-qualified scholars, and sometimes they're not even allowed in. So what is inside that they really don't want us to know about? Number 14. Travel light. RAF Menwith is located in a sleepy English village in North Yorkshire. The area is said to be the largest monitoring station in the world, and many believe that behind those walls, they're tapping into private conversations from around the planet. Access is strictly forbidden to the public, but maybe you know someone who knows someone, and you can clarify if that information is legit. Number 13. The road less traveled. Egypt is our next destination, and you'll come across St. Catherine's Monastery here. This monastery has been around since the 6th century and sits at the foot of Mount Sinai. This is the same spot where many believe that Moses witnessed the burning bush. It's hoped that the closing of the monastery won't be forever, and that once again, we will be able to visit this beautiful UNESCO World Heritage Site. Number 12. Not so welcome. Fort Knox in Kentucky used to be the place where the U.S. kept their gold bullion reserve. Besides a very secure perimeter, there are 4,300 soldiers employed there, and there are attack helicopters on standby. The vault itself is protected by a 22-ton blast-proof door, and as I said, you're not welcome. Qinshi Huang in Xi'an is a place where archaeologists discovered the incredible terracotta warrior army. It's here where China's first emperor was buried alongside this army to protect him on his journey to the other side. It's believed that there are still 6,000 to 8,000 soldiers still to be discovered. The actual tomb where the emperor is located, however, there are still alleged booby traps everywhere, and you should decide to look around for the rest of the army. It's believed that there are still 6,000 to 8,000 warriors still to be discovered. The actual tomb where the emperor is located, however, there are still alleged booby traps everywhere. Should you decide to look for the rest of the army, chances are you won't be coming out alive. So we're not saying it's exactly forbidden and that's why you shouldn't go there, but we'll have to leave that up to you. Number 10. Road to Nowhere. There's a small island in northern Italy called Poveglia, and this island used to house a fort. It was once a shipping checkpoint as well, and it's been a place of quarantine for those struggling with Bubonic Plague, as well as an asylum. The asylum shut its doors in 1968, and the island was abandoned. Many believe that the island is extremely haunted, and despite the Italian government offering the island up for lease, there were no takers, so it's highly likely it will remain empty for many years to come. 9. Book a one-way ticket. In the past, it was possible to explore these incredible caves filled with Paleolithic cave paintings, but due to a fungus outbreak, it was decided best to not have anyone heading to the caves anytime soon. This means that no one can see the 17,000-year-old paintings. The only people allowed to access here are very few scientists. Number 7. A little privacy. You think you wouldn't have to add the Queen's bedroom to this list, because it does seem pretty obvious that you wouldn't be allowed to go there. However, someone forgot to give Michael Fagan the memo. He thought it would be a great idea to break in somehow. He was caught, and he creepily claimed that it wasn't the first time he managed to get inside there either. Yikes. Number 6. Oh, the places you go. Little did Dr. Seuss know that he wouldn't be heading to Ashgabat. This little city is located in Turkmenistan, and it's not very often they allow any visitors inside. You need an official letter of invitation, and even then, it's no guarantee. Kinda makes you wonder what they're up to over there, doesn't it? Number 5. Gender reveal. Oh, you're a woman? Sorry, you won't be able to visit Mount Athos in Greece. Mount Athos is home to 20 monasteries, and each year a limited number of men are allowed to the holy mountain. For over 1,000 years, women have not even been allowed within 500 meters of the coastline. The island does not even allow female animals, and all their eggs and dairy are brought in from the outside. Number 4. I Spy. The Jiangsu National Security Education Museum in Nanjing, aka the Spy Museum, is not open to any foreigners. This spy museum houses an incredible collection of tiny pistols, mini cameras, and other spy equipment deemed too sensitive for foreign eyes. Chinese visitors are allowed to access, but they're forbidden from taking any photographs. Number 3. Try another day. But at this stage, you're still not allowed to visit Pine Gap, which is kind of like the Area 51 of Australia. The area is run by the government and the CIA, and they still say that planes are not even allowed to fly over the area. You really have to wonder why not. The initial purpose of this area was for space research, but now we got a feeling that they know something that they're not telling us. Number 2. No unauthorized entry. Close to the Colorado Boulder is Dulce, a small town with around 2,600 inhabitants. There, it's believed that they have what's known as the Dulce Base. This is an underground facility that conducts the most insane experiments and tests new technologies. Allegedly, this compound houses human-animal hybrids, human-alien hybrids, and the most unimaginable things. And number 1. Travel is the healthiest addiction. Hashima Island is our last stop, and at one point in time, it housed up to 5,000 people. They all lived or worked in the mines on the island. The island was abandoned in the 70s and has been standing ever since. This is one place you can go and visit though, but you do have to exercise extreme caution as the buildings have just been left there to rot and can be dangerous. So just know when you get there, you won't be allowed full access to explore at your own free will. But just remember though, that's been done for your own safety. Wow, now what'd you guys think of that video? Be sure to check out my channel, American Eye, by checking out these links over here. I'll see you next time.